My friends, welcome to this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review. I hope you all are doing well. This is an episode of Companies Respond, and the topic of conversation is DOD Outdoors. This is in regards to the Ichi one-pole tent from DOD Outdoors. You may be aware of this, you may not be. Over the last couple of months, I've been testing out the Ichi one-pole tent. And this has involved testing out two versions of this tent. A version that I purchased myself and a version that the company sent me. Just in case you haven't seen those episodes, here's a refresher for you. Initially, I purchased the Ichi one-pole tent on eBay. I have a contact on there who could purchase gear in Japan, and I had them import the tent for me. That was before I knew that DOD Outdoors was offering products here in the United States. Anyways, I got the tent in, set it up, did a rain test, and it leaked like mad. When you open up the door, the entire floor of the tent was soaking wet. So I had an issue. After I posted that episode, I heard from DOD Outdoors, and they believed it was possible that the tent was a knockoff, a fake, and that's why it leaked. So they offered to send me a brand new tent to test out. So I received their tent, I set it up, went out for a trip with it, and guess what? It leaked as well. The version of the tent that I purchased from Japan and had imported, it was not a fake. In fact, it came from the exact same lot, the manufacturing lot, as the version that DOD sent me. With the version of the tent that DOD Outdoors sent me, it leaked in the exact same places. You open up the door, the entire floor was soaking wet. It was at this point that I knew that there was an issue with this tent. The company needed to pull this product from the market until they could figure out what was going on. That was my advice for DOD Outdoors. By the way, everyone, I did narrow down the issue with the tent, and this is what I believed was happening. There is a storm flap that goes over the zippers, and the storm flap and the zipper basically shares the exact same stitching. On the inside of the fly, there's no seam tape over that stitching. So I believe that over time, those stitches were becoming saturated with rainwater. I believe that it was leaking from that point, and it went from the ground all the way up and over, which was basically the same splatter pattern on the inside of the tent. I shared this information with DOD Outdoors, and they began doing their own testing. Initially, they experienced no leaking. This is strange, and I asked them, how long did you do the waterproofing test for? I don't remember specifically what they stated they did, but I suggested that they do a longer duration rain test. So they did that, and guess what? The tent leaked. They were able to reproduce the issues that I had with the two versions of the tent that I tested out. It was at this point the product was pulled from the market. Some viewers noticed this and were even in contact with DOD Outdoors. I knew about this as well, but I wanted to wait until I had an official statement from the company to share with you all. The company has released an official statement, and I'm going to share that with you all today. The zipper seam on the DOD Ichi one-pole tent leaks in sustained rainy conditions. Through testing, we have determined the application of a seam sealer stops the leak. For those Ichi one-pole tents already purchased, customers can return the tent for a full refund. Alternatively, customers can choose to receive a tube of seam sealer from us free of charge. Because we only sell direct via dodoutdoors.com and Amazon, we have contact information for everyone who has purchased our tent. This is in North America. All customers who bought the Ichi one-pole tent will be contacted directly soon by us, given the option to return the tent or receive some seam sealer. For the Ichi one-pole tents currently in inventory, they are now available for sale again and will ship with a tube of seam sealer and instructions to apply it to the zipper seam before use in foul weather. The caveat is that this is a required step to waterproof the tent, and this will be prominently displayed on all sell platforms. We're applying the recall modification to the Ichi large and medium-sized tents. They haven't tested out the large tent to see if it leaks or not, but it shares the same construction. So potentially, the problem is the same. For future production of the Ichi one-pole tents, our designers are working to redesign the tent so that seam sealer does not need to be applied before use. DOD Outdoors strives to offer high-quality camping gear. We regret the issue and apologize for the inconvenience. We thank our customers for their continued loyalty. Sincerely, DOD Outdoors President, North America. So there we have it, everyone. That is the response from DOD Outdoors. Personally, I think DOD did just about everything correctly. Now, we could go back to where I had the issue initially. They did put blame on areas that weren't specifically true, that they had no information about. For an example, they stated that the leaking with my tent was due to a vent being partially opened. The thing is this, the vent was closed as it possibly could be. There's a rim in it that's rather stiff, so the vent doesn't lay completely flat. And in the end, that was not the issue with the tent. But ultimately, They did the testing, they saw that there's an issue, they confirmed it, they pulled the product from the market, they're going to contact everyone who's purchased it, they're giving them options to correct the issue. The fact that the company is offering a full refund is very impressive. But luckily, I think for most people, they don't have to go that route because seam sealing the door is very easy. If you want instructions on how to do this properly, check my channel. I will put a link in the description box down below for you all. I will show you the absolute easiest way, the cleanest way, the smoothest way, the best way to do it. Seam sealing does not have to be a huge chore. And luckily, seam sealing just the door, that's going to be easy. Seriously, this process is so good. Tons of people are using it. I've seen other outdoor resources copying basically my tutorials. That's fine, I don't care. It really is that good. I have to say, in the end, I am impressed with the way that the company has handled themselves throughout all of this. It could have been slightly better, but in the end, this is a win for consumers. And that's what this channel is all about. I am more than happy to test out gear and to provide information for you. And at the same time, if that information is helpful to these companies, great. That's what this channel is all about. It's about information. And at the same time, being agenda free. I'm not here to sell products. I'm here to share information, to teach, and that's it. Now, folks, I would like to hear from you. Comment down below and share your thoughts. What do you all think about what's taken place with the DOD Outdoors Ichi one-pole tent? Do you feel like the company's done all that they could? Do you feel like they've handled this situation correctly? Comment down below and share your thoughts. I can't wait to read them. As far as the Ichi one-pole tent goes in my testing, I am done. Until the company brings out a new version of the tent, I'm not going to do anything further. The thing is this, everyone, my time is precious and already I've spent so much time on this tent. I discovered the issue, I retested a different tent, I figured out what was going on. I'm done. I can't do any more. At least for now, everyone. When there's a new version of the tent, I will test it out. But that will be in the future. The Outdoor Gear Review is known for testing out products, being honest, and being able to show you and these companies issues with these products. Already the channel's been responsible for military product recalls, entire lines of products being discontinued, product redesigns, and so much more. That's what this channel is all about. So I'm going to continue with my testing, so stay tuned. If you want to support a channel like mine that's completely agenda free, that's here to help you and to help these companies, you can hit the like button. That helps a lot. If you want to go a step further, Patreon, YouTube, you can become a member. It is greatly appreciated, everyone. Have a great day, folks. Be well, strength and honor.